All right, let's dive into something pretty fascinating. Today, we're going to take a snapshot of just one single 24-hour period in Texas. And we're going to see how all these seemingly random events happening on the very same day paint this incredible picture of a state that's just full of intense contrasts. So, let me just start by throwing this question out there. What in the world could possibly connect record-breaking political spending, a dangerous wildfire, and, get this, a statewide tour for free ice cream? It sounds kind of random, right? Like the start of a weird joke. Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. They all happened on the exact same day. And together, they give us this really vivid look at the huge contrasts and the complexities that make up life in Texas right now. So let's start in the political arena, where the stakes and, wow, the spending are hitting some truly historic levels. The first thing you've got to see is this number, $110 million. That's how much has been poured into the U.S. Senate primary alone. That makes it the most expensive in the history of the United States. So yeah, it's pretty clear the national stakes for this race are just sky high. And all that cash seems to be getting people out to vote. I mean, just look at these numbers. More ballots were cast in just the first week of early voting this year than in the last two major elections combined. We're talking about a historic surge in people showing up. Okay, so who are people voting for? Well, the latest University of Texas poll gives us a pretty good idea. Over on the Democratic side, you've got progressive candidate Jasmine Crockett holding a pretty commanding lead. But then you look at the Republican side, and it is a nail-biter, a really tight race between the incumbent John Cornyn and challenger Ken Paxton. It really reflects this bigger battle for the direction of the party itself. But, away from all the political headlines, that same day looked very, very different for a lot of people. It was filled with some immediate life or death kinds of challenges. Let's take a look at what was happening on the ground. For anybody trying to get to work in San Antonio this morning, this was their reality. 14 miles per hour. A major wreck on I-35 brought traffic to an absolute crawl. And then just up the road near Austin, a stalled 18-wheeler caused even more gridlock. It's that daily grind that so many people know all too well. And the dangers weren't just on the roads. A red flag warning is in effect all across central Texas. That means conditions are just perfect for wildfires. And sure enough, those dry, gusty winds are fueling the Nebo Mountain Fire, which has already burned through 1,200 acres, while firefighters are working like crazy to get it contained. And then, in the middle of all of this, a much more personal and urgent crisis is unfolding. A question is being asked all over North Austin right now. Where is Jaslyn, Nevaeh, and Zora? An Amber Alert is active for this 12-year-old girl. She was last seen early Tuesday morning, and officials believe she's in immediate grave danger. So this is absolutely crucial. If anyone has any information, they're being urged to contact the Travis County Sheriff's Office or just call 911 right away. It's a heavy reality. But what's so wild about this one day in Texas is that it isn't only defined by danger. At the exact same time, you see these incredible stories of community, of growth, and real optimism taking shape. So on this very same day, two totally different but equally Texan institutions are looking to the future. One is preserving nature for all of us, while the other, the iconic Bluebell Creameries, is kicking off its yearly free ice cream tour across the state. And this new park, Palo Pinto Mountain State Park, is a huge deal. It's the first new state park to open in North Texas in over 20 years. We're talking about almost 5,000 acres, a massive project to boost local tourism and save this beautiful natural space for generations to come. And of course, you can't really talk about community in Texas without talking about sports. It's just woven into daily life. At the professional level, North Texas SC just signed a new defender, and on the high school fields way out in West Texas, they're hosting the 52nd Tournament of Champions. It's all happening. Now, let's switch gears to the state's economic engine. In the Houston area, this one number tells a really powerful story about growth: 2.8 million. So what's that? Well, that's the square footage of new retail and mixed-use development that's being built right now. It is a very real sign of massive investment, rapid growth, and most importantly, new job opportunities for communities all over the region. So from record-breaking politics to life-threatening emergencies, from long-term growth to the simple joy of community, a single day in Texas really holds it all. It's a powerful reminder that any state isn't just one headline, but millions of individual stories unfolding all at once. The real question is, which one of these stories will end up defining its future?